Had Laila Ali on my show down in Miami a bunch of times when she was a big-time fighter between 1999 and 2007. Super middleweight champ, light heavyweight champ. Since then, a very popular TV mom. Her show, Homemade Simple, on Oprah Winfrey's network, is a very popular program. She just launched a whole line of organic plant-based cleaning products. They're available at Walmart for starters. One of the most entertaining people, just like her dad, you'll ever speak to, the lovely Laila Ali. Good morning, Laila. How are you?
Good morning. Thank you for that introduction, and you're playing my song.
Well, yes, both of those things are no coincidence. You know, listen, we just witnessed, Laila, on Sunday, one of the real great dramatic moments in sports. Tiger Woods, the amazing comeback. It had been 11 years since a major, 14 since the Masters. So Bernie and I did a show yesterday on great comebacks. And most of the phone calls and messages I got said, well, that wasn't the greatest comeback. Muhammad Ali, banned for 3 years. Now, I know you were born in 1977, years after his epic battles with Joe Frazier and George Foreman. But when you hear that folks still think your dad is the greatest comeback story ever, it's got to make your heart warm.
I think it's amazing, and to even be, up against my father is amazing. So, but, it doesn't take anything away from Tiger's comeback. I think every comeback is a great comeback. So,
did you cry like me? When he grabbed his son, I started crying. Did you?
Yes, it was a very emotional moment, especially, for any parent, because you know exactly what he was feeling. And I have a 7-year-old and an 8-year-old, and a 7-year-old, 8-year-old. I have an 8-year-old and a 10-year-old. 7-year-old just turned 8, so, yep.
So you're a busy mom, obviously. You're also a world-class athlete. As Sid pointed out, multiple boxing champion, fitness, wellness advocate. But now you have this show Homemade Simple, but you have a line of products, a line of organic plant-based cleaning products available at Walmart. Tell us about that, Laila.
Super excited to help launch Homemade Simple's line of plant-based products at Walmart, like you mentioned. They're safe, they're good for the environment, they're affordable, and they actually work. So I'm somebody who really believes in, being the best I can absolutely be, and I think that comes down to, eating the best foods, using the best products, creating a safe environment for me and my family. So I'm super excited about these products. I use them at home, and I'm glad that they're available to the market now.
Well, tell us.
Get them at select Walmarts and at walmart.com.
Tell us this. It's springtime is coming. People will do their spring cleanings. Laila, they're going to get the house ready. You want it to be nice and bright and smelling great. What are some of the products that people buy in quantity that you would say, don't get that, get my product instead because my product is green and clean?
Well, people are always buying hand soap, dish soap, laundry detergent, fabric softeners, multi-purpose cleaners, and those are products that Homemade Simple has available, and they come in lemon, lavender, rosemary. They smell amazing. They're great for your family and the environment, and they actually work. That's what's most important. People want to buy products that are safe and effective, but that actually work, and that's why I can stand behind this product.
Laila Ali. Laila, she also known as She Be Stingin' Ali. Again, multiple box. Do you miss the action in the ring, Laila?
I do. I think that any athlete that competed at a championship level, world champion, misses their sport. It's my first love. But, this next phase of my life has been amazing also. So, what can you say?
It's funny. I'm one of those guys, and I've been a big boxing guy. I worked for HBO for 20 years, did all their events. I covered every Tyson fight from Francois Beautois to Bruce Seldon, you name it. So I was one of those guys when I first saw Christy Martin fight. To be honest, Laila, I was horrified. I was like, what? And she was getting her butt kicked, and she was bleeding, and it took me a while to get used to females in the ring. Now we see it all the time, UFC, MMA, and boxing. But Christy Martin, for me, was kind of the introduction to it. Took me a while to get used to it. But then by the time you came along in the late 1990s, I had seen it, and I thought you were great. But a lot of guys, trust me, early on were like, whoa, these women are putting themselves through that much damage?
Right. They still do feel that way. And Christy Martin is actually the first person I saw boxing as well. And
Oh, is that right?
Night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I remember that. Well, because she was the first female to be televised on a major undercard. She was on Mike Tyson's undercard, like you mentioned. I turned on the TV to watch him, and then I saw her, and that's what inspired me to become a boxer. Most people think it was just because of who my father was, but I never thought to box until I saw Christy fight. And then, crazy that I ended up fighting her, down the road.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, women obviously can do anything that they want to do. We've got women playing football now, amazingly. So it really is no difference, in terms of our athleticism.
It does seem particularly brutal, these women fighting in the UFC. I mean, basically no gloves and kicking their heads and all of that stuff. What do you think of that sport?
Well, I'm not really the biggest UFC fan, not, male or female. But, I mean, you have to respect each sport, because they're athletes and they put their body through grueling workouts in order to prepare to fight. So,
Right.
Yeah, I have respect for them as athletes.
So how close are you with Oprah Winfrey?
Meaning what? We had tea and crumpets the other day. What are you talking about?
No, you had tea and look at you, Layla. You had tea and. So, do you spend a lot of your time trying to convince her to run for president?
I do not.
No.
Absolutely. That's oh man, that would be a big undertaking. Oprah can pretty much do anything, so I wouldn't be surprised if she did run.
I wouldn't be either. I got to tell everybody who knows her, and you know her, obviously, you just had tea and crumpets. Everybody who knows her, I've never heard anybody, Layla, ever say anything negative about Oprah when, in fact, they know her personally. Ever. Anyone.
Well, that's a good thing, but I think that people are also always smart and careful when people are in power. But Oprah is an amazing person, and I'm sure that there isn't too many negative things to say about her. That's why you don't hear anything.
Well, you can catch Laila She Be Stinging Ali on the show on Oprah's network, the OWN, own network, on a show called Homemade Simple. And again, a new line of organic, plant-based cleaning products available at Walmart. Go to walmart.com/homemade simple. Laila Ali, listen, we appreciate you appearing on the Bernie and Sid show on WABC.
Thank you. Always fun to talk to you.
You
Take
too.
care.
Take care, Layla. 24-0 with 21 wins by way of knockout. The great Laila Ali. More of Bernie and Sid. We'll talk Yankees, Red Sox, Mets, Nets, and Islanders right after this.